The Vice President has been a staunch advocate of the fact that even though it's important for all nations to begin to curb emissions and to work towards a net zero carbon environment, there's also the issue of energy poverty in Africa, whereby Africans who contribute a relatively small percentage of the emissions in the world would be totally put at a major disadvantage if they were to be held to the same standards as developing countries. Canada and Nigeria are two countries that are both in alignment on the need to deal with the issues of climate change. Both countries also are rich in terms of fossil fuels and gas. So there's the basis for informed engagement as to what is possible and what is practical. The Vice President delivered a wonderful lecture, which was well received by Queens, and I know that a lot of the professors, they had them thinking and reflecting on what the attitude has been towards climate change in African countries.
Reducing emissions from the energy sector is crucial for limiting warming to the 1.5 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial levels. That is the target. But the energy sector is one of the starkest examples of global inequality. In 2020, sub-Saharan Africa had about 52% of its population, that's 568 million people, without access to electricity. On the other hand, most developed countries, of course, have 100% energy access. Over 1.3 billion people in Africa are serviced by an installed capacity of 244 gigahertz of power, which is less than the 248 gigahertz system for Germany's population of 83 million people. Sub-Saharan Africa remains the only region in which the number of people without access to clean cooking fuels and technologies is rising. 19 of the 20 countries with the lowest clean cooking access rates are in Africa. In practical terms, these energy deficits produce staggering effects. For instance, the clean cooking deficit leads to about 500 million premature deaths from household air pollution in sub-Saharan Africa annually. Furthermore, gender inequities are exacerbated, and millions of women and children suffer from critical health conditions.